Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandell here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. Today we're going to talk about coffee, something millions of people drink every single day, especially as they get older. But what most people don't realize is that not all coffee is created equal. Some types can quietly damage your brain, heart, and metabolism after age 60, and others can actually protect your brain, extend lifespan, and improve energy and circulation. Let's start with the worst coffees you should avoid. Imagine waking up every morning, brewing your favorite coffee, believing you're doing something comforting, something harmless, maybe even healthy. But what if that daily cup is silently accelerating aging in your brain, hardening your arteries, and pushing your body toward disease, especially after the age of 60? The truth is, not all coffee is created equal, and for older adults, the wrong coffee can quietly become a slow poison. As we age, the body's detox systems weaken. The liver processes chemicals more slowly. The kidneys filter toxins less efficiently. The brain becomes more vulnerable to inflammation. What once seemed harmless in your 30s or 40s can become dangerous in your 60s and 70s. And coffee, depending on how it's made, can carry hidden compounds that most people never think about. Let's start with instant coffee, the convenient powder millions rely on every day. Instant coffee is often produced using extremely high heat and industrial processing. This process creates a chemical called acrylamide. Acrylamide is classified by health authorities as a probable human carcinogen. Studies have shown that acrylamide can damage nerves, disrupt hormones, and increase oxidative stress in the brain. In younger adults, the body may neutralize some of this damage, but in older adults, this compound can accumulate, contributing to cognitive decline and neurodegenerative disease. That quick cup you mix with hot water may be quietly attacking your nervous system, one sip at a time. Now consider sugary coffee drinks. The caramel lattes, bottled iced coffees, flavored creamers, and cafe desserts disguised as beverages. One large flavored coffee can contain more sugar than a can of soda. Excess sugar spikes insulin, damages blood vessels, and fuels chronic inflammation. Research has shown that high sugar intake is linked to accelerated brain aging and a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease. After age 60, insulin resistance naturally increases, meaning your body struggles more with sugar. That daily sweet coffee drink may be silently pushing your brain toward memory loss and your heart toward disease. But it doesn't stop there. Many people switch to decaffeinated coffee to protect their heart or sleep. That sounds smart until you learn how some decaf coffee is made. Many commercial decaf brands use chemical solvents like methylene chloride or ethyl acetate to strip caffeine from the beans. Trace residues can remain. Long-term exposure to these chemicals has been associated with liver stress and neurological issues. For an aging body already struggling to detoxify, this is an unnecessary toxic burden. Decaf can be healthy, but only when it's made using natural Swiss water or CO2 methods. Otherwise, you may be trading caffeine for chemical exposure. And then there is the dark side of dark roast coffee. Many cheap coffees are roasted until they are nearly burnt. This destroys beneficial antioxidants and creates harsh, bitter compounds. These compounds can irritate the stomach lining, increase acid production, and worsen reflux, ulcers, and gut inflammation, conditions that are already more common in older adults. The gut is deeply connected to the brain and immune system. Chronic gut inflammation can trigger systemic inflammation, which is a key driver of aging, heart disease, and dementia. That bitter, burnt taste isn't just unpleasant. It may be a sign of chemical degradation and inflammatory compounds. What makes this especially dangerous is that coffee is consumed daily. Small harms repeated every day add up over years. A tiny dose of acrylamide, a spike of sugar, a trace of solvent chemicals, a bit of gut irritation. Over a decade, these effects compound, silently accelerating biological aging. Scientific studies have shown that chronic inflammation is one of the strongest predictors of early death. It damages blood vessels, stiffens arteries, and disrupts brain function. Many of the worst coffees increase inflammation in subtle ways. They are not dramatic poisons. They are quiet, daily stressors that slowly wear the body down. And the brain is especially vulnerable after 60. Blood flow naturally declines with age. Neurons become more sensitive to oxidative stress. Toxic compounds that cross the blood-brain barrier can accumulate more easily. Coffee that is contaminated with processing chemicals or excessive sugar can push the brain into a state of chronic stress. This stress is linked to memory loss, slower thinking, and higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases. There is also the issue of pesticides. Cheap coffee beans are often grown with heavy pesticide use. These chemicals can remain in the beans and end up in your cup. Pesticides are known endocrine disruptors. They interfere with hormones, increase cancer risk, and strain the liver and nervous system. As detoxification declines with age, pesticide exposure becomes more dangerous. Drinking non-organic coffee every day can be a hidden source of chemical exposure. What's shocking is that many people believe coffee is always healthy because of headlines about antioxidants and longevity. But those benefits apply mostly to high-quality, properly prepared coffee. Low-quality coffee can deliver toxins instead of antioxidants. Think about this. Coffee is one of the most chemically treated crops in the world. From farming to processing to flavoring, the final product can be far removed from the natural bean. By the time it reaches your cup, it may contain residues from farming chemicals, processing solvents, artificial flavors, and excessive sugar. For a younger body, the damage might be subtle. For an aging body, the impact can be profound. And the tragedy is that most people never connect their daily coffee with their declining health. They blame aging, they blame genetics, they blame stress, but sometimes it's the small daily habits that quietly shape our health trajectory. Imagine replacing that instant powder with freshly brewed organic coffee. Imagine removing the sugar and chemical creamers. Imagine choosing naturally decaffeinated beans. Imagine avoiding burnt, low-quality roasts. These small changes can reduce toxic exposure dramatically. Aging does not have to mean decline, but what you consume every day matters more than you think. Coffee can be a medicine, or it can be a slow toxin, depending on the choices you make. So the next time you reach for that convenient instant packet, that sugary bottled coffee, that cheap decaf, or that burnt dark roast, remember this. You are not just choosing a flavor. You are choosing how your brain, heart, and body will age over the next decade. Your daily cup is a powerful signal to your body. Make sure it's a signal of health, not harm. What if the drink you've been warned about for decades could actually protect your brain, strengthen your heart, and help you live longer, if you drink it the right way? Coffee has been misunderstood for years, but modern science is revealing something shocking. The right coffee, prepared correctly, can become one of the most powerful anti-aging beverages for people over 60. Coffee is not just caffeine. Inside every high-quality coffee bean are hundreds of bioactive compounds, polyphenols, antioxidants, and natural anti-inflammatory molecules. Researchers have discovered that these compounds can reduce chronic inflammation, improve blood vessel function, and protect brain cells from degeneration. In fact, large population studies have shown that moderate coffee drinkers have a lower risk of stroke, Parkinson's disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. One of the most powerful forms is freshly brewed organic medium roast coffee. Unlike heavily burnt dark roasts or chemically processed instant powders, medium roast preserves chlorogenic acids, potent antioxidants that neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage DNA, proteins, and cells, accelerating aging. After age 60, your body's natural antioxidant defenses decline. Drinking antioxidant-rich coffee can help fill that gap, acting like a daily shield against cellular damage. Chlorogenic acids have also been shown to improve blood sugar control and reduce blood pressure. This is critical because high blood pressure and unstable blood sugar are two of the biggest silent killers in older adults. A simple cup of high-quality coffee may quietly support your cardiovascular system in ways most medications try to replicate. Then there is black coffee without sugar. This is where coffee becomes a metabolic powerhouse. Caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, increasing dopamine and norepinephrine. These neurotransmitters improve alertness, mood, and reaction time. For older adults, this can mean clearer thinking, better memory, and reduced risk of depression. But black coffee does more than wake you up. It improves insulin sensitivity, meaning your cells respond better to blood sugar and insulin. Poor insulin sensitivity is linked to aging, obesity, and Alzheimer's disease, sometimes called type 3 diabetes of the brain. By improving insulin signaling, black coffee may protect the brain from metabolic damage. Studies have also shown that coffee increases thermogenesis and fat oxidation. This means your body burns more calories and fat even at rest. After 60, metabolism naturally slows, making weight gain easier and weight loss harder. Black coffee can gently boost metabolism, helping maintain a healthy body composition that supports longevity. Now consider adding healthy fats to your coffee. A small amount of grass-fed butter or MCT oil transforms coffee into a brain-fueling drink. Medium-chain triglycerides are quickly converted into ketones, an alternative fuel source for the brain. As we age, the brain becomes less efficient at using glucose. Ketones can provide a clean, steady energy source, potentially improving cognitive function and reducing brain fog. Some researchers are exploring ketogenic strategies as a way to slow cognitive decline. While coffee alone is not a cure, combining it with healthy fats can support brain energy metabolism in aging adults. Many people report improved mental clarity, reduced hunger, and sustained energy when using this approach. And then there are spices. Adding cinnamon or turmeric to coffee is not just a flavor trick, it is a biochemical upgrade. Cinnamon has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and stabilize blood sugar. This reduces the damaging spikes and crashes that stress the brain and heart. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds studied. Chronic inflammation is considered a root cause of aging, heart disease, arthritis, and dementia. Curcumin can cross the blood-brain barrier and may protect neurons from degeneration. Imagine turning your morning coffee into an anti-inflammatory, brain-protective, metabolism-boosting elixir simply by choosing the right beans and adding a pinch of spice. Large-scale studies involving hundreds of thousands of people have shown that moderate coffee consumption is associated with reduced mortality. One major study published in a leading medical journal found that coffee drinkers had a significantly lower risk of death from cardiovascular disease, neurological disease, and even suicide. The benefits were seen with both caffeinated and high-quality decaffeinated coffee, suggesting that coffee's compounds, not just caffeine, play a powerful role. The liver also benefits. Coffee has been shown to reduce the risk of liver cirrhosis and liver cancer. It stimulates liver enzymes that help detoxify harmful compounds. For older adults whose detox systems are slowing down, coffee can act as a gentle liver-supporting tool. There is also evidence that coffee supports gut health. Certain compounds in coffee act as prebiotics, feeding beneficial gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome is linked to stronger immunity, better mood, and lower inflammation. Since the gut-brain axis becomes increasingly important with age, coffee's impact on gut bacteria may indirectly protect the brain, but the magic lies in how you drink it. Timing matters. Drinking coffee earlier in the day aligns with your natural circadian rhythm. Caffeine too late in the day disrupts sleep, and poor sleep is one of the strongest predictors of early death and cognitive decline. When used correctly, coffee can enhance your day without harming your night. Quality matters even more. Organic beans reduce pesticide exposure. Fresh grinding preserves antioxidants. Avoiding sugar prevents metabolic damage. These simple choices transform coffee from a risky habit into a longevity tool. Think of coffee as a powerful medicine hidden in plain sight. It can sharpen your mind, protect your heart, support your metabolism, and help you age with clarity and vitality, but only if you choose the right kind and drink it with intention. Every sip sends a signal to your cells. With the right coffee, that signal says protect, repair, energize, and survive. Your morning cup can be more than a ritual. It can be a daily investment in your future brain, your heart, and your life. What if the most powerful factor in how coffee affects your health is not the type of coffee, but when, how much, and how you drink it? For people over 60, coffee can be a healing tool or a silent disruptor of sleep, hormones, and heart health. The difference lies in timing, moderation, and awareness. As we age, our bodies change in subtle but profound ways. The brain becomes more sensitive to stimulants. The heart responds more strongly to caffeine. The kidneys and liver process substances more slowly, and sleep becomes lighter, more fragile, and easier to disrupt. Coffee, a stimulant that once felt harmless, can suddenly become a double-edged sword. Scientists have discovered that caffeine can stay in the body much longer in older adults. In younger people, caffeine may clear in a few hours. In older adults, it can linger late into the evening, quietly interfering with sleep cycles. And sleep is not just rest. Sleep is when the brain cleans itself, when memories are consolidated, and when toxic waste is flushed out through the glymphatic system. Poor sleep is linked to Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, obesity, and early death. Drinking coffee too late in the day may seem harmless, but research shows that even caffeine consumed 6 hours before bedtime can significantly reduce sleep quality. Imagine drinking coffee in the afternoon and unknowingly sabotaging your brain's nightly cleaning process. Over years, this disruption can accelerate cognitive decline. Moderation is equally critical. Coffee contains powerful bioactive compounds, but too much can overstimulate the nervous system. High caffeine intake can increase cortisol, the stress hormone. Chronic elevated cortisol is linked to memory loss, immune suppression, belly fat accumulation, and accelerated aging. After 60, the body's stress resilience declines, meaning excess caffeine can push the body into a constant, low-level stress state. Studies have shown that moderate coffee consumption, typically 1 to 3 cups per day, is associated with the greatest health benefits. Beyond that, the benefits plateau and the risks may increase. More coffee does not mean more longevity. Balance is the key. Hydration is another hidden factor. Coffee is mildly diuretic, and older adults already have a reduced sense of thirst. Dehydration can cause dizziness, confusion, constipation, and kidney strain. Many seniors drink coffee instead of water, unknowingly dehydrating themselves. Every cup of coffee should be accompanied by water to protect circulation, brain function, and kidney health. Then there is the issue of heart rhythm and blood pressure. Caffeine can increase heart rate and blood pressure, especially in people who are sensitive or have underlying heart conditions. For some older adults, too much caffeine can trigger palpitations, anxiety, or arrhythmias. Research shows that genetic differences influence how individuals metabolize caffeine. Some people are fast metabolizers and tolerate coffee well. Others are slow metabolizers and experience stronger cardiovascular effects. Knowing your body's response is essential. If coffee makes you anxious, shaky, or causes your heart to race, that is your body sending a warning signal. Reducing caffeine or switching to high-quality decaf can provide benefits without overstimulation. The way you drink coffee also matters. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can increase stomach acid and irritate the gut, especially in older adults with sensitive digestion. Chronic gut irritation can lead to inflammation, ulcers, and nutrient malabsorption. Having coffee with a small meal can reduce these effects and stabilize blood sugar. Sugar is another hidden danger. Adding sugar-flavored syrups and artificial creamers turns coffee into a metabolic bomb. High blood sugar damages blood vessels and accelerates brain aging. Artificial additives can disrupt gut bacteria and increase inflammation. Black coffee or coffee with natural milk alternatives is far safer for long-term health. Even the speed at which you drink coffee matters. Sipping slowly allows your body to process caffeine more gently. Chugging large amounts floods the system, causing spikes in heart rate and blood pressure. Small habits compound into major health outcomes over time. The circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock, also plays a crucial role. Morning coffee can align with your natural cortisol peak, enhancing alertness and mood. Late-night coffee fights against your body's natural sleep signals, confusing your brain and disrupting hormonal rhythms. Chronically disrupted circadian rhythms are linked to cancer, metabolic disease, and shortened lifespan. Think about this. Sleep deprivation increases the risk of dementia, heart disease, and stroke. Coffee at the wrong time can quietly steal sleep for years. The cost is not just fatigue. The cost is accelerated aging of the brain and body. But when used wisely, coffee becomes a powerful ally. Morning coffee can improve mood, cognition, and physical performance. Moderate intake can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Proper hydration and timing can protect sleep and circulation. Awareness transforms coffee from a risk into a tool. Imagine structuring your day around smart coffee habits. 1 cup in the morning to awaken the brain. A 2nd cup late morning to sustain energy. Water throughout the day to maintain hydration. No caffeine after early afternoon to protect sleep. This simple routine can improve mental clarity, heart health, and longevity. Science shows that lifestyle habits have a cumulative effect. Small daily choices shape the trajectory of aging. Coffee, consumed daily, becomes one of the most influential lifestyle factors in your life. You are not just drinking a beverage. You are influencing your brain chemistry, your hormone levels, your sleep architecture, your cardiovascular system, and your cellular aging. The shocking truth is that many people sabotage their health with coffee without realizing it. They drink too late, they drink too much, they replace water with caffeine. They ignore their body's warning signs. Over years, these habits silently accelerate aging. But the good news is that coffee is one of the easiest habits to optimize. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets. You need awareness, moderation, and timing. Your daily cup can be a source of clarity, longevity, and vitality, or a silent disruptor of sleep, stress, and aging. The choice is made with every sip. So tonight, when you consider that late cup of coffee, remember this: sleep is when your brain repairs itself. Tomorrow morning, when you brew your first cup, remember this: moderation is medicine. And throughout the day, remember this: water is life. Coffee is powerful, but wisdom in how you use it is what truly protects your future.